Hello guys, Paul here. Painting with PABrewNews. What is it, episode like 27 now? 26, 27? Pretty cool. I decided to make a mess today purposely. I started to do like a weird little background layers of stuff, and I don't know, I just had this mood. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make a giant mess. Pretty much. That whole no mistakes, happy accidents idea, you know? So I just wanted to make a giant mess, and I did with acrylic. If you see this, yellow mess. And boy, well, I wanted to make a mess, and I certainly did. So, winning already. Winning already. So right now, get this frog out of my throat that I have in there, and then I'm just gonna basically come right over here and start wafting around a little oil. I'm going to use some, I put some crimson on. You could already probably see that as it picked it up there. I like to throw a little crimson on and just let it kind of do whatever, pick up whatever, give the background a little tint now and again. If it gets too much, I basically just take a rag and I wipe it off. But I like when you put a little crimson on before the other colors, before the oil really gets on there. It just kind of picks it up, stains the canvas a little color now and again. I just think it gives it a nice little effect. So that's all we're doing right now. We're putting some oil on the canvas, getting it wet and slick and ready to go, ready to have fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I had this idea, and I was like, you know what? Let me just make a giant mess of everything. And that's what we did. All right, everything's coated with oil now. Beat it off in the paint thinner. We use odorless thinner. Terpenoid, actually. Here it is, if you wanted to know what it looks like. Terpenoid. That's what I use. Seems to work pretty well. And it's odorless, and that's the very big important part. It is odorless. One time I did use non-odorless thinner to paint, and boy, that stunk up the place pretty good. Pretty good. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm basically going to take that same big old brush that we were beating the hell out of this with oil. I want to get some white on the brush. Tap some white in there. Just come up to where you think the brightest spot's going to be and start working it in. I want to diffuse this background and let it pick up the crimson, let it stain everything, and just keep working away further and further from that bright spot all the way down. As long as your brush isn't really dirty with a lot of paint, as long as you don't have a lot of paint on here, you're pretty much good. Go right back up in that white spot and just work it out again. And we're just diffusing everything that's behind us. We're making this like lots of different sunlight is burning the background out so you can barely see it. Misting everything up. You know, have rays of white shooting through. I mean, whatever effect that you want to go for. So it kind of obscures and blends the background. And you could do this very lightly, so it kind of only kind of obscures things, or you can really go to town like I'm doing right now. I wanted to just use this idea of stuff behind there and have a lot of bright sunlight in front of it. Clean it again. Get some of that paint off there. It's going to go into a mixture of brown that we had. I made a brown out of sap green and crimson. Now be warned, I'm using old paint. This is paint that's been kind of sitting out for a day now. So we're just kind of, you know, using it up. working the palette out. Now you want to just kind of get, actually I want to get a little white in there too. I want to soften this up first. I don't want to ruin my white that I have here, but I want to get a little white in there. I want to just softly come up. This is a beat up brush. I don't know if you can see how beat up this brush is, but we're going to use it today. We're going to use it today. Not going to avoid it. Okay. Give it the idea of just a little tree back here. Just tapping with the corner of the brush. Making little tree indications way in the back. Just like that. Just little things. No big deal. Okay. Beat that up. Good. Oh, that fell. That's alright, we were done with that anyway. Let's go into a little bit of yellow. Add some of that brown and white onto it. Mix it up. Need a little thinner on there, just to make it a little bit thinner, because you want it to stick. Again, we're just using a mixture of different paints that have been on there for a while now, so no big deal. Make some ideas of little stuff back there. No big deal. Okay. Back into the darker colors. Browns, blacks. Okay. Now I want to actually start working on some stuff that's up front. So push this here. You can work the side of the brush up a little bit. Make little bushes. I like to take it forward, push up, make nice big bushes. Big bushes. Tap some grassy areas there, whatever. Just like this. Now there's already dark color under here, so all you're doing is just adding a little bit more. You don't need as thick of a layer of paint to kind of get the same effect of what we're doing here. Listening to Cannibal Apocalypse. Cannibal Apocalypse final today. Just a little bit of background noise. Go through some of that dark color. I think I want to start making weird trees. Oh, hanging down trees. Just like that. You don't have to kill everything in the background. There's a lot of stuff going back here. Leave it in so you can see layers and layers and layers and layers. It's happening. Okay, something like that. Then the other side too. You know what I want to do? Yeah. I think this is a good idea. Get some of that dark color in there too. No big deal. Yep. On a pine tree. Right out here. Back and forth. There's one. Do it again. Right about right there. Oh, he's skinny. He's a skinny guy right there. There's the other one. Alright. Oh, it's working so good, might as well do another one. Big guy. Cool. And all of this thing off. Little trunk. If you need a little trunk, you take some of that white color that we had, a little bit of black or brown, cut it across. Excuse my arm. I'm just touching Doesn't matter. Little sticks and trees just everywhere. No big deal. Just like that. Easy. Alright, put a little color. I don't want a lot of color, but I'm gonna put a little color back there. Not too much. Get some of this green going. A little bit of white. Okay. And just here and there. Little things that just touch it. You get darker and darker and darker once it goes down. Automatically. And let's see. Just a little bit on that one. And this guy. Push up, make a little bit trees and bushes, just like that. No big deal. It's easy, just easy. Just push up, make little ideas of leaves and twigs and sticks. And there you go. Okay, and that's clean. Let's see, what else are we gonna do? Let's see. Let's go back. Well, I haven't used a fillet brush. I haven't fillet brush in a long time. Get a lot of dark color on this one. Okay. One side, go through a little of that white-yellow combination that we have. And just, let's see. Right there. Make a tree. Two trees. Right there. We'll keep that filbert brush. Okay. Take a little bit of that yellow stuff we talked about. A little white. Cut across and just just like that. Alright, a little dark color too. Just like that. Take some more of that. Fill in some of this stuff. That. Just let me fill that corner up a little bit, like that. Okay, same thing. Push up. Cover his little foots up. Like that. Push, 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 push. That's nice. Seems about right. Let's come over here. Got a lot of these colors. Start building a little idea of the land right here. Just pop it in. Nice and easy. Something like that. We're just using that white, round color that we had before. Anywhere you think. Start dropping it. Okay, just back there. No big deal. Who's that in there? Good. Take a little bit of a clean 1-inch brush. Dip a little bit paint thinner on it. Just a little bit. Okay. Like I said, we're just using stuff we had over. Just to see what we can come up with. Okay. This. Just making a little bit of yellow, white mixture. Okay. Push this up. Here. Okay. Same thing with some pinks and reds, white. Let's just see what we can come up with. Okay. Back here. This big bush right there. Okay. Same thing right here. Ooh, that's a nice one. Here. Something real bright. Yep, there it is. Right there. Push up. And now you're mixing it on the brush, so you're going to get varying colors right on your brush, which is nice. You're mixing right on the brush. And even though it's easy to do, don't kill all the dark in your painting. You want some of that to stay. Mix it up, change the flavor. Okay, so now we have all these little bushes. Go back and let some of that little green that we had before. Tap it in, tap it in. And you can follow this down too. Make a little patch of green here and there. Just so you can see something. Looks like green. Grass. Maybe it all didn't all go to autumn yet, so still has a little bit of grass in there. Okay, same thing here. Touch it. You want to get a little white on there, brighten it up, make it zip and shine a little bit more. Just like that. There. I like that. Same thing here. You can even make it look like it did get a little frost on it, so it's starting to change. Just like that. Just zip it. Make it look nice. One back here. And doing it all on the brush makes it nice. You can throw different colors in whenever you wanted to. It's all on the brush. Okay. That's good. Now, I'm going to take this clean fan brush, get some liquid white in there. Throw that up here. Nice liquid white. Start coming this way in the back. A little creek that kind of comes through. Okay. A little more white to that one. Just rub it in. Let it go here and here. Whatever. Nice foggy day. You still see some stuff underneath the water. This goes out to nowhere. Who knows? But now we have the idea of a little creek that kind of goes through it. Alright. Let's go crazy now. Let's get this front done. Alright. And a lot of these dark colors that we had before. Blacks and whatnot. Boom, boom, boom. Slam, slam, slam. Slam them in there. Push it in. Bend that bristles up just like that. Just like that. We're going to have one too right here. Right here. We'll have one. That's right about there. Probably. Seems good to me. Okay. Saying hello. Okay. We got a big knife. Since my other one dropped. Don't feel like finding it. Take some black and just swoop, just like that. Oh, done. Just like this. Just really just. There it is. There's a big ass tree. Same thing right about here. There's a tree right here. I know what you're saying. Well, you had something going on. Now it's ruined. And you're probably right. You're probably right. There's another one right there. Good. Before I do something, I want to make sure I can get a little bit of color on these top trees here. I'm just going to make them dark. I just want like a dark, kind of pinky crimson on some of these. It sticks out, but not too much. Something like that. Something that you can see, but it's not too crazy. I want to keep some of this dark. Slap it. Sometimes you just slap these things, depending on. Yeah, there's no wrong way to do this. There's lots of different styles. They work. The way you do it works. There you go. There's some of this. These darker crimsons right here. There's some of that up here. Little bushes. Just like that. Go through some of these brighter yellows. And we're going to just do the same thing. Push here, push here. Go through the crimsons. Crimsons. Like that. Back to the whites. The yellows. Just like that. Don't kill all the dark, let some of the dark shine through. Just like that. There you go. I think we need a little bit. Right about there. There. That's pretty good. So something like that. Okay. Now, I had this idea. Kind of got obscured a little bit, but wash my knife off. I can wash my knife off. Come here, cut across. Get this side, a little bit of a white on here. stick. Just like that. Across. Get some more. I have a different idea of a birch tree. Like I said, a little bit of a different style of birch tree. This one, I just want to get some dark color, mix it with that white, cut across, and get some gnarly. It's one gnarly tree. Just like that. Good. It's a gnarly old dead tree. Seems okay to me. Now the fun part. Take the liner brush, a little paint thinner on there. We're just making a painting out of just old paint, old dried up paint. Just like that. Make the noise if it helps. Helps me. Just make old, hurt, gnarly branches on these trees. Wiggle them, jiggle them. Old, gnarly trees. Dead tree. Dead trees happen. And these are old, gnarly brushes too, so it's definitely interesting to work with them. Off every which way. Some of these trees have hundreds and hundreds of little shoots that can come off of them. Yeah, the little hemlock trees around here have a lot of little shoots that kind of come off like that. All right, let's get a couple branches on these. Nothing too crazy, just something. Just stick off. Have fun. Yeah, good. Okay, that's cleaned off. Let's go right into this color that we had, liquid white. I'm going to go into just a nice little bit of a pink hue with liquid white. If you need a little bit more liquid white, just pick it up a little bit. Just want something nice and thin. Just like that, just to flavor it. So I kept it dark, and I just add some little flavor, just like that. Okay. There it is. Under a half an hour. Nice little Forest Creek out of this little mess that we had going on. Like I said, you know, just trying to get back into the live painting thing. Didn't really know what I was going to do, but didn't think it turned out too bad. Anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews, painting with PABrewNews. I think episode 27 right now, so that's really cool. And under the 30-minute mark, and 5, 3, 2, 1. So anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers.